Nous saluons tout le monde, non pas moins, c'est Marc Lubin. Comme nous connaissons tant qu'à fois, nous recevons des Haïtiens ordinaires qui ont fait un travail extraordinaire. Ce sont des rôles modèles qui existaient dans la nation haïtienne, que yo en Haïti, que en dehors d'Haïti, quel que soit côté où il y a un gens pour nous rencontrer, nous menons dans tant qu'à fois pour parler avec vous. Là, vous parlez avec nous, vous parlez de expérience, vie, pas yo, en tant que monde, vie professionnelle yo. Et étape et parcours que vous prenez pour arriver côté arriver, sacrifice que vous fait et qui genre de moun yo yé, qui moun qui influence yo, qui fait que yo ka rete pour faire progrès et arriver côté arriver. Et moun sa yo, quel que soit ça yo fait, quel que soit côté que yo yé, nous mêmes haïtiens, nous joignons bénéfice, nous jouissons de bénéfices de ça yo fait directement et indirectement. Et je dis, nous recevons un haïtien. Un jeune avocat haïtien qui est Altanese Phenelus, il a un bachelier dans political science, un juriste docteur que le prend en FIU et il est présidente association avocat haïtien dans Miami-Dade. Eh bien, nous avons une petite pause commerciale et puis nous retourné côté invité nous aujourd'hui à Altanese Phenelus pour nous plus de détails sur vie personnelle, sur vie professionnelle, comment arriver côté arriver aujourd'hui et détails ça que vous pouvez attendre et que vous pouvez partager avec nous pour permettre que vous-même vous preniez des décisions qui valables avec tête ou des informations côté que vous pouvez prendre des décisions qui la inspirer parce que s'il arrive dans position côté arriver aujourd'hui il y a un pile sacrifice, il y a un pile nuit que le pas dormi et c'est ça qui fait que l'arrivée côté arrivé. Et bien, la petite pause commerciale, non pas moi, c'est Marc Lubin, on a mis tant qu'à fois, ou à nous sur YouTube, mis tant qu'à fois, s'il vous plaît, subscribe ou bien abonnez à la chaîne nous, ou qu'à joindre nous, voyons un email par nous, mis tant qu'à fois, gmail.com, pour remettre nous sur Facebook. Non pas moi encore, c'est Marc Lubin. Je me rappelle qu'on a mis tant qu'à fois, c'est podium pour tout Haïtien ordinaire qui a fait des travaux extraordinaires. Que c'est aux États-Unis, que c'est en Haïti, quel que soit côté et à travers le monde, nous avons cherché pour capable de venir dans nous histoire, vie privée, vie professionnelle. Et là, on a un pile inspiration. On petite pause commerciale, nous allons retourner tout à l'heure. Eh bien, non pas moi, c'est Marc Lubin, nous avons mis tant qu'à fois, nous avons recevoir président de l'association avocat haïtien dans Miami-Dade, c'est Altanese Phenelus, et nous avons dit bienvenue dans tant qu'à fois, comment vous êtes?
Bien, que j'en ai, merci un peu.
Ok. Et première question que nous posons, que nous toujours poser tout invité, qui côté vous faites?
Je suis fait dans Boynton Beach, but I was raised, je live in Delray Beach, Florida.
Ok. Et maman avec papa?
Maman c'est li fait à Akaye, et puis papa me porte père, et puis they met, but yo pas con, I think they met in Bahamas. Yes. Et là yo
okay. Oh, c'est que maman avec papa avant que rentre aux États-Unis, before coming to the US,
oui.
And they were in the Bahamas.
Oui.
And they didn't have you in the Bahamas. They didn't know each other from there. They have met in Miami?
No. So yo connais na Bahamas et puis là yo entré aux États-Unis. Yo fait moi là.
Yo fait où là? Ok, est-ce que c'est seul ou même yo gagne comme petit?
Non, gagne 5 fois accès, but seul moi même qui fait ici.
Qui fait ici?
Yeah.
Ok, et qui côté là tu fait Bahamas?
Yeah, so 3 fait Bahamas, 2 fait dans Haïti.
Alors, gagne un bagage que m'bral zo. Ou mettre à l'aise pour dire n'importe ça ou dit en anglais.
Okay.
Parce que puisque vous faites ici et monsieur que premier langue qu'on commence à parler, même si on a parlé créole, mais on parle anglais.
Oui,
pas être tout problème, on a mélangé son cadien créole là avec et anglais sans problème.
Okay.
Alors c'est que et on commençait à aller à l'école dans Boynton Beach.
Oui, Delray Beach.
Beach.
I was born in Boynton.
Et comment ça t'est pour comme si Timoun pour grandir?
You know, it was good. Palmway, they did so much for me. They sacrificed so much. So my mom, toujours, still to this day, she cleans houses. Li nettoie kay pour moun mostly moun blanc et puis but tout le temps just travail dit pour you know
café éducation pour capable aider nous
et puis pour le café nous manger éducation tout bagay nous voulait she did it just with that small the little money that she was making cleaning houses, which is amazing. And I always saw her working hard and struggling to, and my dad, of course, they both were amazing, but the two of them working hard and struggling just to make sure that we could eat and that the bills were paid. I always said I need to make sure that I get my education and I do well in life so I can help them and I can make them proud. Parce que it makes me happy. Il fait que I'm content l'aime ouais maman gen souri sou figil parce que li ouais tout bagay me fait.
Okay. Fait que ou aller ou commencer à aller middle school and high school. Now, if you have to explain to me. Okay, qui j'en ça te yé pour OK, est-ce que l'autre frère ou sœur yo te plus grand parce yo te commencé à l'école et puis pour ba protection ou même qui j'en ça te yé l'entrée l'école?
Yeah, it was quite. So because I was the youngest, my brothers, they would, treat me like, stay away from the boys, stay away from all the foolishness, and they would make sure, I'm separate and apart from everybody. So in school, one of my brothers, Jimmy especially, he's the one who's the closest in age to me, so I would see him. We were the ones who were always in school together. So I would see him, and he would always just say, "Go to class." Like there's a little bit of time between classes. Le parler avec amis, ou parler ou jouer, but tout le temps li dit just go to class. And li pa vlem ki amis, li pa vlem parler avec n'importe moun, just moun fou. Like he just wanted me to just focus. It was good.
School.
No, it wasn't by full, but it was just very brotherly.
Okay,
it's
a way of saying it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, question que m'a demandé c'est que maman avec papa, okay, est-ce qui niveau éducation que you te gain? They went to school, they know how to read and write.
So my dad passed away, but he did know how to read and write. But I think he stopped at high school, and my mom as well.
Okay.
But she knows very little on how to in English, at least, on how to read and write in English. My dad did. He knew how to read and write in English and Creole. But my mom is a little bit more limited.
Okay, besides your brother, okay, qui t'a poussé pour être focus sur l'école. Est-ce qu'il y a l'autre monde qui influence ou qui permet que ou capable rester focus sur l'école?
Oh yeah, all my tout fois accès moi yo te comme ça. But my brother is the one parce que m'te well dans l'école lui-même qui t'a parlé tout le temps. But Sam too. C'est lui-même qui, anytime I had to apply for a scholarship or si ma bat pour faire en activité, c'est lui-même qui a aidé faire application, aidé faire toute bagaille parce que she's 8 years older than me, and so li même qui connaît un peu, li connaît langue plus, so li aide maman avec papa avec toute bagay application pour moi, and so she's very central and was one of the key reasons why I've been able to be successful as well.
When you said successful, what do you define as success? Can you explain to us?
Oh, that's a good question. I define success as, I think success is, it could be in different phases and stages, right? Or different compartments.
Walk us through it.
Okay. I think you could have success in your personal life and in your professional life. And when I typically think of success, or the way I was just speaking about it, I was speaking of it more in a professional sense. But my sister helping me with scholarship applications and college applications when I was applying to college, and even at a young age with when I was in middle school, helping me and pushing me to get involved in extracurricular activities like basketball or dance and things of that nature. It pushed me to be a well-rounded person. So, moun ki m'ka fè n'importe bagay.
Pas gen barrière.
Puis li même ki aide m'en pile ak sa. Not to be shy, pou m'ka just parler devant moun. Et puis, kounya, c'est avocat miye, so c'est tout bagay, c'est parler devant moun. But lem te piti, m'te
très timide.
Yeah, très timide. Et puis, Sam qui dit, no, faut non bay danser, faut non bay debate class, faut non bay tout. And so li même qui pousse me fait tout ba sa yo. So it's helped me now in my success as an attorney be this well-rounded person, be able to socialize, and be able to now, speak in front of a judge, speak in front of a jury, and speak in front of a crowd of people if I'm addressing a crowd when it comes to events for the Haitian Lawyers Association. So it's helped me in that way a lot.
Mais dans Delray, nous connaissons que dans Miami, vient arriver un certain temps côté grand pile élèves haïtiens, grand pile professeurs haïtiens, jusqu'à présent. Est-ce que dans Delray l'autre qu'on a l'école, côté combien tout est un professeur ou bien pile élèves haïtiens qui étaient dans middle school and high school côté?
Well, so I don't know if I caught everything, but te gen pile haïtien, but what Monday si te gen
un professeur tout?
Professeur
qui dans staff l'école là pour t'aider ou? Sous tes besoins bagay?
Non, pas gen like professeur haïtien, but m'te gen professeur qui noir, but pas gen professeur haïtien et puis moun kon sa yo qui te haïtien, but I think te gen like maybe maybe like the cafeteria people and puis comme ça, but not the teachers,
not
the professors.
Teachers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when you need something that you don't have nobody that you can relate 100% to, but you have a lot of blacks and in the area that you can relate to. And how was it your high school years?
Oh, my high school years were so much fun. It was good. In high school, so m'te nan a program called the Criminal Justice Program. So no program sa nous te gen classe avec tout temps n'a pas point debate, well, and the law and the law in the criminal sense. So tout temps n'a pas point why is the law a certain way when it comes to a particular crime. Et puis I was also in high school involved in the police advisory board, the Delray Beach Police Advisory Board. So outside of school, it was a group of us. The chief of police for Delray Beach, qui sa li ka implémenté pour faire communauté plus bon. So we would talk to the chief of police about how to make things better for the community, and I was just in high school, and I didn't realize the significance because I just thought, hey, I'd love to get involved and share my thoughts, but it's important that mon noir, mon haïtien, ma fille, people who are different in those ways, give their perspective. Et puis yo di au monde qui typically yo pas comprendre our thoughts or why we think a certain way, but si nous tout nan chambre non nous ka dire ça et puis la comprendre, okay, maybe I need to do this better, maybe my police need to get trained better on diversity, sensitivity, and things of that nature.
But as a young black woman in America growing up in Delray, okay, even if they have a lot of black people within your school as students and everything, have you faced discrimination or racism, and do you remember, and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, I did. I did, but I think when I was younger, I probably didn't even realize racism the way I do today. I know I didn't, because I think I was just going through life, and it's just like, and parce que nous haïtiens, I think at least this was my experience. When Haitian yo di, all you have to do, parce que they came from a hard life already, a hard country. When they come here, the formula is simple. All you have to do is work hard, et puis you're going to succeed. There are no barriers.
Education against success.
Yes, but it's not that black and white. Anti-gray. It's different.
Okay, you are trying to say that the way that we see racism is not the same way that others, even if they are black, they see it, because we know we are in a foreign country, and at that point we have to make it by going to school, stay focused, and you will make it. This is what you want to say.
So yeah, exactly. I think our perspective is just different. I think Haitian nous connaît. I definitely know, but I'm saying growing up, parents yo te connaît gen racisme, there's racism. Yo connaît ba ça yo, but yo pas parler avec de ça. Yo pas parler avec de ça. Seulement éducation. Yo pas dit oh blanc fait ça, yo parler ça. It was just get your education, work hard, you know, pas parler comme ça, mettez rad bon, ou connaît?
Bien habillé.
Yeah, ou bien habillé, tout bagay bon. Parce que yo sorti nan, you know, they came from a hard country, a hard life, and so for them, you've reached the promised land, and there's nothing that could stop you. And I think because I had that mentality growing up, I don't think I saw a lot of the race. At least I'm
that
sure it happened.
Stop you.
It didn't stop me. So I just sort of.
But in order for you to get invest in the law, seeing the law, looking at the law, you're thinking in a way that to change people's life, to get justice for them. How did you get interested in it?
So, parce que, well, because my family and
don't try to get it in Creole. If you can say it in English, just go ahead.
I'll say it in English. I'm trying to do both. So because my sister was involved she was also involved in the criminal justice program, and my parents had a view about government and the law that is very different from the way things work here in the United States. I always thought I need to get involved in this thing, and I need to be involved and become a lawyer, and so that was my push and my impetus for really. When
you say the difference that they existed or exist between, can you give us some?
Yeah, like the not trusting in the government, the not trusting in the system, so and not realizing how a democracy works and how things could be better. I think it made me want to get involved and really become a lawyer so that I can be a part of this system and make it work the way that it should work, and so that they could see that it's not the same as Haiti.
Okay. As a lawyer, okay, you see things every day. You have a job where you are an assistant, okay? And how do you see your community in terms of facing the laws in the U.S.? As you put it, we don't know. We didn't have that background, injustice and everything everywhere. But we get here, we have to follow the laws. How do you see it?
So, I want to share with you how, just because I grew up not really seeing, or not that I didn't see, but not really making a point and about race growing up. I certainly do today, and it's very clear that there is racism, and there are these issues with the justice system that people who look like us face every day, and it's quite frustrating, when I see friends or when I watch the news and I see things happening every day, and where I've faced certain comments. I've been said, people have made certain racist comments towards me. It's frustrating, it gets me angry, but then I say, I gotta do something about it. So the work that I do with the Haitian Lawyers Association is a big part of that. Mentoring to them, I lend out a helping hand to other Haitians and Black women and men who are trying to be lawyers, because it's important that they see what they can be. Because I didn't have lawyers in my family. I didn't have anybody that I could call and say, hey, how do I study for this when in law school? So I find it very important to do that today.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that the Haitian Lawyers Association, have they played a part in your education to become a lawyer? And now you are the head of the Haitian American Lawyers. Can you give us some details?
Yeah, so actually in law school...
What do they do? Let's say it like that.
Well, okay, I'll get into that. But the way they played a part in... the Haitian Lawyers Association played a part in my education. When I was in law school, I actually got a scholarship from the Haitian Lawyers Association. And since then, I said, oh, I have to stay involved in this thing. And then today, what we do as the president, I was on the board for quite some time, and now as the president, I help lead our board with putting on citizenship drives. So so we put on those drives. We also put on clinics where nous invite moun nan communauté pour yo nous ka aider yo avec their business. It could be different topics. So nous aider avec business yo parce que sometimes yo gen contract yo pa connait qui ça pour yo mettre dans contract là pour business restaurant or whatever it may be. So we help with that.
Conseil, let's say in anglais, advice.
Oui, exactly. So those are some of the main things that we do for the community. And then one of the biggest things that we did, especially with the TPS, the federal government,
the temporary status people.
Right. With the federal government ending TPS, we, along with some other groups and individuals, filed a lawsuit against the federal government. We challenged their ending of the TPS, their rescission of the TPS. And as you know, because of our lawsuit and because of the lawsuits of some other organizations and some groups around the country, they extended TPS this year. So we fight for the rights of our community because we know that if the TPS ended for them, yotabale back, it would have been a disaster. Haiti is not ready to, or these people cannot go back to the conditions that currently exist there. So those are some of the main things that we've done for our community because we know how important it is to serve and to help the Haitian community.
But in the meantime, you went in front of the appeal court.
Oui.
OK? Bon, parlez-nous comment ça fait. Parce que pour moun paraître devant juge fédéral, pour camper, pour plaider une caisse, c'est pas un bagage qui est facile. OK? Ou fait ensemble avec l'autre avocat. Et parlez-nous de l'expérience ça.
Okay, so yeah, so that's good. That's a good point. In the meantime, right? So outside of what I'm doing, outside of work, I'm doing this work in the community with the Haitian Lawyers Association, but I also have a job, right? From FECOB, if I have to have a living, and what I do is I work as an assistant county attorney, and I do work on behalf of the airport. And I had recently argued before the 3rd District Court of Appeal, where there's a panel of judges, 3 judges who are asking you questions, firing questions at you left and right. And I successfully, won that case, answering their questions and being able to convince them that the position of the county was the right position.
It's not something that you can give details about. What was the case about?
Well, I had
2 lines.
Right. Well, I actually had 2. So I've gone before the 3rd District Court of Appeal twice. One of the ones was about I can give details because the case is closed. Yeah. And it's nothing's happening anymore. But one of them was a slip and fall on a county sidewalk. The person claimed that the county should have knew or should have known about the condition that caused her to fall and get hurt. We lost that trial. We appealed to the 3rd District Court of Appeal and argued that there was no evidence, there was nothing to suggest that the county knew or should have known about this because she presented nothing at trial, and the third said, yeah, you're right, there was nothing, and the county did nothing wrong. And the other one had to do with these developers who wanted to build a particular structure, or industrial type of structure out near the Everglades, and we argued that they can't because of our environmental and water regulations. They said that our regulations were too strict and unconstitutional. We won, they appealed, and then we won again after I argued it at the third. So those were two of my
Logan de success. Comment ça tout?
Senti bon. It feels good. It feels good. God is good. You know, it's all about, you know, working hard. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but when you put the work in and pouiller ou gain Jésus, bon.
Et si nous sûr et certain gain pile jeune capitaine de nous là qui pral venir avocat ou bien déjà avocat. Dans situation ça, qui préparation tu fait en tant que monde pour capable arriver pour camper devant monde impressionnant ça yo, on s'amdou qui a posé question et pour obligé répondre. You pas get up l'ouvrir livre pour chercher.
Right.
Mais le ça, you have to make sense when you're answering. Okay, and at that point, okay, how qui sont cas dire, okay, pour eux même si on dit j'en peur parce que on doit arriver là tout, qui sont cas dire au moins pour not to be afraid. And if you end up being in that situation, what based on experience.
The best advice I can give is to prepare. You know, the smartest people can still not do well if they don't prepare. I think it's all about preparation, and what I did was I did a lot of prepping, a lot of putting my cases together, talking to different people, asking them, well, if I argue this, what do you think? And then going back and forth and having a dialogue and a debate similar to what I would have where the judges would have a dialogue and a debate with me. So it was really digging deep into my research, trying to think of all the questions that would be asked of me, going back and forth with my colleagues, and making sure that I stayed calm, and that I knew the material, I knew everything about the case because it was my case, and that I would be fine. And I pray. I always pray. Everything is in prayer.
That from who?
My mom and my dad, but mostly my mom, especially. To say, prier. Okay.
In your position right now, okay, have you seen a lot of Haitian women, black people, in the same position, and how many maybe? In my position as a lawyer, or in my specific position as like working, okay, assistant state attorney,
county attorney, assistant. No, there's actually two of us in our office, Haitian women, but there are other Haitian women attorneys that I know a good amount. But yeah.
Okay. But it's open. That's when you don't see like more from one race and compared to the others. But is it equal?
In my office?
No, I'm talking about lawyers.
Oh, in general? No, it's not equal. No, not at all.
What needs to be done?
That's a great question. I think what needs to be done is more mentoring, more of us helping those who are interested in the law understand what needs to be done, right? How to study for the LSAT, what to do when they get into law school, how to be successful when they're in law school, and then how to get a job when they come out of law school. Because si yo pa gen moun ki ap ede yo, ap pale avek yo, pou yo konen ki jan pou yo fe, on test, on, any of these things, how can they, guarantees, how can we, make sure that they can be successful if they don't have that?
Ok. Mais en tant que président association et lawyer haïtien, est-ce que service ça qu'on fait dire, ok, est-ce que nous offrons tout, et est-ce que son bail qui fait chaque jour, du moins l'heure, que moun yo capable relé, gon numéro de téléphone que capable relé pour information ça.
So in addition to by nous faire une communauté pour haïtiens yo, nous aider ti moun qui dans l'école là. Nous parler dans l'école dans l'école là pour nous parler. And we also have our phone numbers available at any point. My phone number is on the website. So people call me at any time and I answer, or they email me, and I'm always available to help, or I can connect them with somebody who can help them and who is in the same field that they're interested in.
Okay. Est-ce que j'aime visiter côté parents sortir?
Oh oui. Oui.
Et qui j'ont trouvé zone ça?
I love Haiti. I was just in Haiti last year. I usually Haiti. I'm usually na Akaya côté maman sorti. But I was just there last year. I'm Haiti. I'm toujours gain. I have an uncle, tonton moi, ma tante. I'm gain pile mon Haiti. But tout mon immediate yo là. Maman avec papa pas là encore, but maman avec toute femme avec sœur sem yo tout là, but
et là aller en Haïti et puis comme vous faites ici tout ouais qui j'en ba yo fait ici tout ouais qui j'en ça y en Haïti, si tu as une chance pour ta faire un bagage en Haïti, qui premier bagage pour ta faire pour des jeunes en Haïti
qui sont des jeunes en Haïti? That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I would have to see what opportunities are available to help. But I know that, I mean, I've donated to some schools. Well, through my church, I've donated to help with like some orphans, orphan ministries and things of that nature. But I don't know what I would do more hands-on there. Yeah.
Okay. If you have an offer, ok, t'as offert au diable pour faire 3 mois en Haïti, au moins pour aller dans l'école de droit, ok, pour parler avec, ok.
Oh, I would love.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
On a pas de problème pour faire ça du tout.
Well, 3 mois, on pas faire ça parce que faut me travailler là. Yeah, but I would love to. Yeah, m't'a parlé avec Timonio. Yeah, I would love to do that.
Ok. Après maman et papa et frère et sœur qui influencent, est-ce qu'il y a l'autre monde au niveau professionnel qui influence pour monde ko vinn pour faire vinn monde ko y aujourd'hui?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I don't know about, because I just knew about her today, but Michelle Obama is one of my biggest inspirations. I think she's amazing, and I look up to her as a woman, as a black woman, as this amazing, successful, powerful, beautiful person. And I don't mean beautiful as a physical in terms of her outside appearance. I mean beautiful as in terms of her heart and her spirit. I think she's an amazing human being, and I look up to her, and she inspires me. But you know, actually, growing up, I don't know if you know Claire Huxtable. Sur télévision, on the Cosby Show.
Oh, okay.
I used to really look up to her parce qu'elle était un avocat. I used to think that, wow, this woman is amazing, and I used to think that, I could be like that someday.
But the thing is, you are a lawyer now, but you're not going to stop there, because when I'm reading your resume and all the stuff, that interview that you gave, you're thinking about becoming a judge. Now, to become a judge, are you going to wait until you get appointed, ou du moins, ou vous doit aller dans l'élection pour venir un juge?
Well, I don't know. I think I want to make sure that whatever I do, bon Dieu qui dit, c'est qu'il. So it's done. I don't know if it'll be, I don't know what it would be and what to win, but I have always thought that, I'd love to serve my community by serving as a judge someday. But no, I mean, I'm only 5 years into practicing law, so that's not even on my mind. Yeah.
And but in the meantime, you are working as a lawyer. You're not thinking about becoming a judge. 5 years, you need to make some more practice and see, okay, stuff that you can get involved in. Okay, that I can understand that. But are you happy where you at? And
I am. I'm very happy.
And how can you explain that to us? What makes you really happy?
Okay, when you said I'm happy with the person where I'm at and with the person that I am. Can you just explain?
That's a good question. You know, how do you put happiness into words? You know what makes me the most happy, I think, is it may sound weird, but and it's not really just based off of her, but really knowing that my mom is so happy and proud of me, and my dad is looking down and proud and smiling down at me makes me very happy, because I just know that they work so hard, and that makes me happy. But what makes me happy, the reason why I know I'm happy, or the way I can put into words my happiness, is being able to wake up every day and go to work and know that I can have my own caseload, or know that I can call, a client can call me and I can help, that I can go out there and advocate for my Haitian people with the Haitian Lawyers Association at any time. Those are the things that, because I can serve, and I serve not only through the Haitian Lawyers Association, but I serve in my job every day. When the client picks up the phone and says, hey, I need, we have this issue, or how can we make this work, and me trying to solve that problem or fix the issue is serving, and I love that.
Et qui ça qu'on doit faire peut-être au fond 2 jours, bien 3 jours pas dormir bien? Qui ça qu'a passé professionnellement?
I don't know. Qui ça qu'a passé? Because I've had those, trust me. Simba again on case. Then I'm a little sad, right? Because I want to win. So whenever, if something like that happens, or if something doesn't go exactly the way maybe a client wants it to go, sometimes that makes me a little like tossing and turning.
And what do you do in order to regain like trust in you and say, hey, something, next time I'm going to make it? Okay, I will make it happen.
I think doing that, I mean, talking to myself and telling myself, it's gonna be just fine, and telling myself, reaffirming that I got this and I made it this far, and I'm not gonna stop just because I've had this hiccup.
That's mean for you there is no stopping. You can always make it better.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I think it's important, if there's any young people listening, I think it's important that you have that mentality, because if you don't, because there will be things in life that will try to stop you. There will be things in life, all types of darts and things thrown your way. And if you don't have this self-drive and this self-motivation, you won't make it.
Because is there something in your life that maybe someone or something had happened and maybe close to stop you from reaching your goal, and you step back and think about it and say, I'm not going to stop? Is there one thing that you can share with them?
I don't know if there was one thing, but I've had several, different traumatic experiences in my life.
Is there one that you can share?
I can share. All. Right. Well, I'd never thought about completely stopping when this happened, but it just made me really just down and not really want to go back at it. But I've had several, deaths in my family. My brother passed away all of a sudden while I was in law school, and so that was very hard for me. And even while I was studying for the bar, my dad, he was still suffering with his diabetes, and he had a very traumatic incident where he was in the hospital, and it was like 2 days before I had to take the exam, and I had to rush to the hospital. And so I've had some of those like really tough experiences with close family, where I've had to stop what I'm doing in the middle of something super, law school or studying for the bar exam, and go tend to my family. But, I still told myself, hey, I got to still make sure that I pass the bar exam and become a lawyer, and that I still study while I'm in law school, so that I can still accomplish what I need to accomplish.
And your dad, as you mentioned him, he wanted you to be a lawyer?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. My dad used to say this thing that when I can't wait till I call your office and I say, "Hey, I want to speak to Altanese Phenelus." Yes. And your assistant, transfers the phone to you. And he used to have this whole image. He used to play this thing in his head like it would be the greatest day ever when he could call my office and have my assistant or my secretary transfer the phone to me. And that would make me laugh so much. And I would just think, okay, daddy.
C'est que dans la famille en général, nous avons maman et papa, mais nous avons l'autre bagaille. Gen un pile value que yo ban nous. Et nan qui ça maman avec papa ou mentionné deux trois déjà oui. Et OK, mais ba ou comme value que ou utiliser chaque jour dans vie personnelle ou et dans vie professionnelle ou connaît ça avec yo ou gain succès quand même. What are they?
Two things, hard work and prayer. So I saw it every day because they would get up and go to work every day. And my mom always, saying how her back hurts or her legs hurt, but she still got up and went to work and cleaned the houses that she needed to clean to feed us and to put us through school. And she always prayed. She used to, leve, time to go to church, for our l'église, leve. And everything was about prayer, and I use it every day. I pray and I work hard. And those are the two things.
Yeah, and within your siblings. OK, et c'est seul même qui est avocat, l'autre qui a une profession même avec vous tout?
Non, c'est seulement même qui est avocat, c'est un teacher. Et puis fouem yo travaille like dans restaurant et puis l'autre bagaille, but seulement même qui avocat avec Sem qui teach education. So she's a teacher.
Listen, whatever you do, is because you like to serve, or is it because of you're after the money?
Oh no, I'm not after. If I was after the money, I would probably be in private practice. But no, I work for the government, and so it's not just about money. It's really about service.
It's about service, and service like for all, or you focus on your people, you see them first, and then others after.
No, it has to be for all with the line of work that I do. But when I see my people, I do want to help as well, for sure.
In order for you to become the president of the Haitian American Lawyers, you went through a vote. Okay, how did that? Explain
It's
to me.
actually so interesting. I ran for the Haitian to become president, but I actually wasn't there on the day they voted because my dad had passed away like a few days before the vote.
That's very recent.
Yeah, well, it happened. So actually, it happened at the end of 2017. So the way that our organization is set up, we set up the president a year in advance. Okay. So I just started to become president, but I already knew a year in advance that I would be. So the vote took place a while ago, and then I became president-elect, and then now my term as president. But I actually was not there the day that they voted because I was planning the funeral, and it, when you asked me about, could you share something that has, made you want to like take a step back, that's actually one of the biggest things and the most recent things. When my dad passed away, I just said to myself, what is this all for? I honestly, I started to think like, what is this all for? Doing all this stuff out here in the community, if now I don't have my dad, now my family is, we're all torn up and broken up over this, and how can I really continue? But I know he was so proud of me, and he would want me to continue, so I did.
And you became the president of the Haitian Lawyers. And how do you feel about yourself, like in that position right now?
I'm very happy with my position, and I have an amazing board, from the president-elect and vice president all the way to the directors on the board. They're very dedicated. They're very on top of things when I ask they do it, and it's a good feeling to help the community and to work towards making our people better.
Yeah. One thing that I didn't know, I know a couple of lawyers. I know they are part of the Haitian American Lawyers Association. We didn't know, or I didn't know what they do. What I would like for you to do, again, and tell them, okay, my people, our people, okay, what do you do? What the Haitian, okay, American lawyers, okay, what do they have available for and to the community?
Well, the biggest things are the, first of all, if you have questions or if ever you need representation in anything, it could be a family law issue, a criminal, an immigration issue, you can look on our website and you'll see the various lawyers that are part of the Haitian Lawyers Association and the areas that they practice in.
They can Google it?
They can Google it as well. So you can find anyone who practices in a particular area that you may, need expertise in. You could find them on our website. And even if you can't, you can always call me and I'll make sure to connect someone with them. But beyond that, as an organization, as I was mentioning, we put on these citizenship drives. We provide advice, and we tell the community about different legislative issues that are happening whenever the federal government or the state government is enacting a particular law that would affect our Haitian people. We fight against that law being enacted. And then if it ultimately does get enacted, we inform our people, hey, this is what's happening and this is what we need to do. So with TPS, we put on a lot of forums. Nous dit communauté, c'est ça gouvernement dit, this is what you need to do. We can help you fill out the papers. Or this is what's happening. We filed a lawsuit. This is how we're going to stop it from happening. And that's what we're doing right now.
Okay. Et là, nous retournons, on va poser une question. OK. Mais avant, il faut me rappeler que l'émission est patronnée par Sergo Douillon, dépouiller les loups tout bon. Ou besoin de refinancer caillou, ou besoin d'acheter un caillou, ou besoin de loan, ou bien on doit aller Sergo Douillon qu'on y a dans 561 445 0554. Ou besoin d'acheter un caillou, ou besoin de loan, ou besoin de refinancer, eh bien, il y a des gens qui ne pas qualifié, eh bien, pas occupé. Relais Sergo Douillon. C'est que nous avons 20 cob qu'on capable payer pour caille qu'on besoin acheter. Les kounya dans 561 445 0554, c'est Sergo Douillon. Songez de pour les Sergo Douillon ou tout bon pour 20 cob, pas de monde qui vient reprendre caille dans mon. Monsieur travaille pour Total Mortgage, résultat que là-bas ou à 100 tête fait mal la Total Capital. Les Sergo Douillon dans 561 445 0554. Et puis, les patronnés par l'école publique Miami-Dade ou même qui besoin apprendre nos métiers. Et pas bailler tout problème. Au besoin d'augmentation dans le travail, au besoin de prendre promotion, au besoin d'un métier qu'on a l'ouvrir et un business pour compte, les kounya dans 305 558 80 00. N'importe qui métier qui dans tête ou que vous avez apprendre, pas hésiter. Prends numéro de téléphone ça. 305 558 80 00. Ça, c'est l'école publique Miami-Dade, section vocationnelle là, pour même qui besoin apprendre un métier. Je dis à mi-temps Kafou, nous gagnons un Haïtien ordinaire qui fait un travail extraordinaire. Nous gagnons un rôle modèle qui existait. Nous pas créé, non? Il existait. Nous allons chercher au côté coréen. Nous menons sous podium mi-temps Kafou. Côté, yo parle de vie personnelle, yo parle de vie professionnelle. Je dis, nous avons un président de l'association Haitian Lawyers Haitian-Américain, OK, qui dans Sud Floride, là, qui dans Miami, qui a parlé avec nous. Et question que nous allons demander, Madame Phenelus, OK, est-ce que il y a un bagage que vous avez fait et que vous pouvez faire? Il faut plus content.
Dans vie, moi? That's a good question. this might be a little personal, but it's true. So I guess I'll just say it. I mean, I do want to be married.
You don't have to. You don't feel like saying it.
No, I don't mind. I wouldn't say it if I cared. I do want to be married and have kids someday. So that is one thing that I would like, but is not, it has not happened yet.
Okay, not now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I'm giving you 2 minutes, like we have a lot of young girls listening to you right now. They are thinking about going to law school. They are thinking about serving their community and everybody else. Okay? But they don't think that they are capable of doing it. They have some doubt. What would you say to them to convince them to do it?
I would say you definitely can do it. There is nothing, absolutely nothing on this earth that could stop you from doing whatever you put your mind to. When you have something that you hold dear, and you are truly passionate about a particular area, whatever it may be. I'm hoping that it's a lawyer, because I'm a lawyer and I think that it's an amazing profession. But even if you're interested in any other profession, you got to put your mind to it and you got to just do it. And that's really, I mean, it might sound funny or ridiculous, but the sort of the Nike saying, just do it, is really my motto in life, because I think when you just sit back and you ponder too much and you doubt yourself, that's when you don't go through with it. But when you just do it, whatever it may be, you will succeed, because you have your self-motivation, you have your faith. If you are a believer, you have a support system. And even if you don't have a family that supports you, you have, I'm sure, others, or you just have yourself. And when you have yourself and your self-motivation, you can make it. You definitely can make it.
And then when I will say it like that, your mother was not a lawyer, and you are?
And I'm a lawyer, exactly.
Okay, your dad was not a lawyer, and you are?
A lawyer.
Okay, you went in front of the court, appeal court, okay, for a case, and you won. What happened? You did?
Yeah, I did it. You're right.
And everybody else?
Can do it, absolutely. Everybody else can do it. It doesn't matter whether your family has never, been in the particular profession you're looking at. You don't have any role models in that profession, because I didn't know anyone else in the profession of law. I knew no one. I didn't, I didn't have any of that, but that didn't stop me, and it certainly should not stop you.
Let me thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And before, est-ce qu'on peut dire ensemble avec valoriser tête nous dans Mitakafua? Valoriser tête nous dans Mitakafua.
Valoriser tête nous dans Mitakafua.
Merci, Madame Phenelus. Et très bientôt, nous allons l'autre parler encore.
Oui.
OK. Non pas moi, c'était Marc Lubin. C'était émission Mitakafua. Côté nous recevoir des Haïtiens ordinaires qui font un travail extraordinaire. Et je dis à notre président et Haitian Lawyers Association Altanese Phenelus, nous merci pour participation et nous continuer à valoriser tête nous dans mi temps qu'à fois. Merci et à très bientôt.
Wow.